Radio Alarm is a radio and alarm clock powered by Shoutcast Radio. So if you're unfamiliar with what Shoutcast Radio is a huge collection of broadcast feeds, audio feeds, available for you to listen to. A lot of radio stations out there, different places like churches and other places that have audio feeds, share them through a Shoutcast feed because it is a very good way to share your music and your different broadcasts, and this application allows you to integrate that into a beautiful interface and alarm. So let's take a look at those channels. Tap on channel down here and you have your favorites. As you can see, I've added some items to my favorites. I can tap on any of these and start to play them. I could turn the radio off. As you can see there, it had turned on the switch. I can always come right back here and turn it off. Let's go back to the channels. So we've got some favorites there. We can also add new stations by going in and viewing by genre. There are a lot of different genres for us to choose from here in the list. So of course you can do it that way. You can also search by stations by tapping in and typing any search that you would like, whether it be a genre, a music type, a music artist. You could try and search for anything in that section, and chances are you're going to find something. Now, in case you don't find something, you can also add a station manually. Maybe you went to a website and you really liked their broadcast and you're thinking, well, I'd like to use it with this application. Well, you just go in here to add station, you type in a title for that station, and then type in the URL for that Shoutcast feed, and you're going to have it right there. And then, of course, you can add it to your favorites and have it available so that you can listen to it at any time. So now that we have some stations chosen and ready to go, let's go and take a look at the alarm feature, which is another powerful feature of this application. Let's tap on Settings in the bottom right-hand corner. We have one alarm that I've created already. Of course, we can add multiple alarms if we would like, but let's go ahead and edit the alarm that I already have. I've titled it Alarm 1, which just so happens to be the default title. I have it set for 8 a.m. I can set it to repeat or never repeat, so I could choose certain days of the week. Then I choose the sound. There are a lot of options here. You can choose from the default sound effects that come programmed in. These are just like the basic sounds that you would get in another alarm clock, in any other alarm clock, but they're, of course, specific to this app, so you're probably not going to hear them anywhere else. Here's the radio section where you can choose a Shoutcast feed to wake up to, a radio station to wake up to. We can also choose MP3 and select music from our application, from our device. So whatever music we have saved on our device we can access. And then we can record our own recordings in here as well, which is neat because you want to create a custom message or something like that, wake up to the sound of your loved one or something like that. You can do that in this application. So it gives you a lot of different features. We also have our snooze time, our volume, how much time we want the music to fade in before it's full volume, and a couple of other settings down here as well. Let's hit back and discard my changes. Let's go and check out the sleep timer. So now when you're trying to fall asleep, it's good to listen to music or something as well. You have that option available. You can choose from the sounds here. Whoops, let's go back. I accidentally hit done. Let's choose sleep timer and choose sound. We can do default sounds. We've got nature sounds, default alarm sounds. We can choose from radio or MP3, of course, and set that custom. And then set the amount of time we want the music to play, the volume level, and then how much time we want it to fade out before it goes away. Then we can hit start, or from the home screen in the application, we can start the timer there as well. Let's hit done. So right here we have our sleep timer. So that's a little high-paced for falling asleep to, but nonetheless, that's the channel I selected. So that's our sleep music. We have the alarm turned on. We can also turn it off right here. So we could turn on our alarm and have it ready to go at 8 a.m. At any time I want to listen to music, I can just choose right here. It's going to go and play the last station that I had chosen. We also have volume setting right here, so I could slide the volume up and down And then I also have a brightness value here as well. In case you want this sitting in your dock next to your bed, you can turn the brightness down really low so that it isn't too obtrusive when you're sleeping. So as you noted, we have the date here, we have the time here, we've got our channel selection here, we have a lot of good settings. We also have a settings section which allows us to prevent auto lock and enable those sound effects. There's also a couple of other things that you can check out in the settings section. But overall, this application is really great. Now, our alarm also works in the background. So as long as we exit our application by tapping on the home button down here, our alarm is going to work in the background. Now, if you just want to shut this app down altogether and not have any alarm or anything work, tap on the power button and it's going to go ahead and exit the app completely, also canceling out background notifications and the music playing in the background even when you're multitasking. As you can see here, it was completely shut down because we got the splash screen again. So this is a very interesting and unique application. It's beautiful looking. Of course, having all of those Shoutcast stations available and the ability to add your own Shoutcast stations, it makes it a powerful tool for a radio. And then, of course, throwing in the alarm functionality as well makes it a must-have for your iPhone or your iPod Touch.